Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing What If Minato Spirit Merged with Naruto Part 9. Now as usual, if you guys want to know what happened previously, please watch my last 8 videos I made on this subject or this story, and then jump back into this one so you don't enter any form of spoiler territories or be lost in where I'm at, okay? And so, yeah, that's it. As usual guys, I've talked enough bullcracker. Let's get into the next part, okay guys? Of What If Minato Spirit Merged with Naruto, Part 9. Now let's begin. Now when I last left off, Naruto and them just finished saving Gaara and everything like that, and not only that, Lady Chio giving them a tag to not only make Sasuke's puppet more susceptible and malleable towards the hidden leaf, at the same time making it easier for him to respond to Ibuki's interrogations. And not only that, the seal also permanently locks him in that puppet thanks to Lady Chio. She put a lot of her chakra into it, so Sasuke's pretty much fucked either other way, okay? And so yeah, we'll begin from there. Now what happens with Sasuke is he is taken to the intel core, or the interrogation core, where Ibuki is waiting with Inuichi, of course. And Ibuki over the next 2 days breaks Sasuke's mind and finds out everything about the Akatsuki. Everything. Now I mean not trickle down information, fucking everything to a T. He learns everything about the Pains, everything about the other Akatsuki members, and Pain's plan with the Tail Beast, okay? But it takes him 2 days. So within that 2 days though, Naruto's talking to Jiraiya about who he saw and debriefed everything upon how he was able to save everyone and prevent Nagato from using that jutsu again, but it took a lot out of him, and he realizes that this person that he's fighting sorry, has the Rinnegan, and not only that, is so stupidly powerful. So what happens is Jiraiya tells Naruto time for games are over. Jiraiya spits out the toad that has the key to his Naruto's cage and tells Naruto to place his hand there. When the toad sees Naruto that holds the key to the Kurama's cage, he's shocked to see that Naruto has grown up so much and looks more like his father than anything. So unlike in canon how he questions Jiraiya upon giving Naruto the key, he gives Naruto the key easily and smiles and jumps into Naruto's body, just like the same in canon. But what happens is Jiraiya tells Naruto that he's going to be learning to fully unlock the Nine Tails power to the point where you can control it and become a perfect Jinchuriki, okay Naruto? You have 1 week. Naruto takes this on a stride. He goes, okay, Jiraiya sensei, and he walks away, and Jay goes, oh, I forgot, pervy Hokage. And then Jiraiya looks at Naruto and gets up and goes, oh, you little shit. Because they still have this relationship with each other, of course. So what happens is, as Naruto is about to leave, he goes, oh, you're going to be watched over by a certain someone that can actually suppress the Nine Tails chakra, okay Naruto? He taps the desk, and as he appears, Naruto goes, ah, Yamato, I sensed your chakra not so long ago. I was wondering what you were doing around here. I thought you would have been out on a mission. Yamato smiles at Naruto and he goes, hey Naruto. And they catch up, of course, and Naruto finds out that, okay, yep, his wood style is going to help me prevent me from losing control. Cool as. And not only that, Jiraiya also has Kakashi and Team 7 on standby just in case, you know, Sakura can heal Yamato for this chakra and control. Sorry guys, don't know why I'm getting like a sore damn throat. My bad. But what happens is so they're fine with this. Sasuke's really also really there to help use a Sharingan to suppress the Nine Tails, because Sasuke's abilities with the Sharingan is fucking second to none. Anyone better than him with that right now is Itachi, because he has the Mongekyo. But don't you worry, Sasuke's gonna get that soon, and it's gonna be a very traumatic experience for him. So what happens is Naruto heads out to the training area just like in canon, where he learns the Rasen Shuriken, okay? And as it does take Naruto a week to master the Nine Tails. Well, actually, it takes him much faster than that, but it takes him a long time to master how to use it in a massive way, okay? And you'll see why. So what happens is Naruto sits on the ground and he powers up his chakra, of course, just like how he would. And then Yamato does a massive earth style and buries Naruto around him, and puts a massive earth style that goes about a good 5 meters in the air on the left, right, and behind him. And Yamato sits on the ground and does his 10 edict of lightning or bullshit. Does that suppressing wood style that he readies, and he holds his hand up to Naruto and he tells Naruto he is ready. Sasuke, Kakashi, Sakura are all standing by watching. And what happens is Jiraiya's been the Hokage, so he's got way more important stuff to do. So what happens is, as Naruto's doing that, Jiraiya's being informed about everything about the Akatsuki, up to the pain, all 6 of the pains and their abilities, all the Akatsuki's abilities, like Conan, the paper woman, Hidan, the immortal guy that needs to cut you and make a ritual to kill you. What happens is Kakuzu, he needs all his hearts to make all these black things come out and shoot different chakra, all these abilities. Itachi, of course, they know. Kisame, yeah, they know. They know a little bit about Toby upon the sky being Toby, and they can walk through him and everything. They can't really do shit about him, so they have to watch out. And Zetsu, who can move through the earth and do all these different type of jutsus. So yeah, if I missed a lot of people, please let me know. But Sasori is in prison permanently, and Deidara is dead. Okay. So and they know about Jiraiya learns about the Akatsuki plan. So what happens is Jiraiya formulates with his council. His council is Lady Tsunade, Shikaku. Yep, Lady Tsunade and Shikaku. Those are his main advisors that he listens to always, Jiraiya. And the third Hokage. I apologize. And the third Hokage. Sorry. No, the third Hokage is dead. I apologize. So yeah, my episode, Jiraiya listens to them. They tell them that Jiraiya needs to call a meeting, corroborate information, and call a meeting with all the 5 Kage. And on that, Jiraiya states that the 5 Kage should come to Konoha to receive all this information. So he sends the letters out while Naruto's training, and they head out. And at that very time, Naruto is meditating in his mind. And what happens is, Naruto enters his mind and begins to walk. And as he begins to walk to the Nine Tails, he jumps up. And the Nine Tails says, "You think you're ready for my power, Naruto?" And Naruto smiles and goes, "Well, I'm not going to take it forcefully if that what you mean, Nine Tails." Naruto rips the tag off, and as he rips the tag off and lands on the ground, the vision of Minato, like all the memories that were meant to come and meant to teach Naruto or talk to Naruto upon this moment, flood Naruto's mind, and he finds out why he's so unique, why he was so special. Because his father's seal didn't work properly, and instead of his father making the seal to suppress the Nine Tails more stronger, if Nine Tails overcame it, the spirit merged with Naruto. So Naruto was like weirded out that his dad's spirit is his own, and he's like, huh? My dad's back, but Naruto cries in his mind, happy knowing that his dad has been with him his whole entire life, helping him, making him stronger, making him the great shinobi that he is now, the legend that he already is. The absolute love of the hidden life. And Naruto smiles and pretty much thanks his dad for being the reason why he has actually have friends. He's fucking way more not hated as much. And so Naruto blasts past that by easily. But what happens is, as Naruto is about to open the gate, the Minato Spirit fully manifests and talks to Naruto. And when the Minato Spirit talks to Naruto, it actually buzzes him out how similar, identical they are. Naruto explains the situation, which Minato cracks up about and realizes sorry about that. And they both have a funny moment. And then what happens is Minato says, "If you want, I can be here this whole time and help you fight the Nine Tails." And Naruto states, "Oh, I'm not going to fight the Nine Tails. I already did that before. I'm not going to fight them now." And then Naruto opens the cage. And as the cage starts to open, Naruto closes his eyes and enters into Sage Mode. When Minato sees this and sees Naruto enter Sage Mode, he's like, "You beat me and Jiraiya Sensei, yeah?" And Naruto goes, "Well, Jiraiya is the 5th Hokage and he can do this too." And Minato's like, "What? He's the 5th Hokage?" Like they cracked up giggling at each other. And as they're giggling, the Nine Tails is actually taking more back, seeing Minato's spirit there and knowing that Naruto's in Sage Mode. The Nine Tails knows how powerful Naruto is in Sage Mode, and he doesn't take Naruto lightly. If Naruto can blitz him in base form, he can blitz him fucking way more with Sage Mode. And so when Naruto opens the cage and begins to walk to the Nine Tails, the Nine Tails, in response, does not lash out and cannon. Okay, he doesn't break the fence, he doesn't try. He understands it'll be a lose battle. As powerful as he is, Naruto will fuck him up. And Naruto walks in and tells the Nine Tails, "I don't want to fight you. Instead, I want us to be partners, Nine Tails." The Nine Tails with Naruto goes, "Why now? Why all of a sudden everyone wants to be partners? Why?" And the situation accounts for and goes, Your race is being taken in the Gedo statue, like Nine Tails. You and all the tail beasts are being taken and used as weapons. Do you want to be that? Are you more than what you are? And Nine Tails looks at Naruto, baffled that Naruto kind of is talking to him this way. And Naruto's talk no Jutsu's fucking coming out. And as he's approaching the Nine Tails slowly but surely taking slight steps backwards. And Naruto's kind of scaring him. Because he's never been approached like this by anyone of anything. Now Minato Spirit standing by the cage watching as Naruto is doing the impossible. Naruto's occasionally walking up to Ninetales. Are we really going to be like the old? Are you really going to relive this life again, Ninetales? And Ninetales looking at Naruto and remembering all his past and everything like that to the point where, he's about to remember remember what Hashirama and Mito Uzumaki and Kushina said to him. But what happens is Naruto brings something up and goes, "There must have been a time in your life when you were happy. You didn't hate anyone. You loved." As it wasn't there. It's got to be. You can't just tell me you hated everything all your life. Please, Ninetales. And Naruto stops and goes, "I don't want to call you Ninetales. Do you actually have a name? Should I give you a name?" And the Ninetales smiles, and as he smiles, he looks back and he remembers the old man right in the beginning when he was a little kid, well, when he was a little pup, and all the other Ninetale beasts were around, and he was being named, of course. And he looks right at Naruto and goes, and he smiles and goes, "That old man was right. The kid with the blue eyes would persistently be like this." And the Ninetales, instead of being scared now, he looks at Naruto, comes down and goes, because Naruto's talk no jutsu fucking hit him to the heart, okay? Ninetales has fucking changed thanks to that super duper talk no jutsu, Naruto. And what happens when Naruto comes down and goes, "Damn it." Comes down to Naruto, what's the Minato sees, of course, and he goes, "My name is Kurama, Naruto Uzumaki. And you've actually stabbed me in the heart with your words. Damn it. The old man was right." Damn. Okay, Naruto. I will give you my powers and me and you will become a union pair. How about that, Naruto? Naruto smiles and he goes, "Cool." And as Naruto places his hands up, the Ninetales also lifts his hand up and fist bumps with Naruto. And as he fist bumps with Naruto, they do that same thing, they smile and look at each other. And in the outside world, the Ninetales chakra is just raging, but not in a malice way, in a way where it's actually like doing like a fucking Kaioken power up, if you know what's Dragon Ball Z. Like it's raging with lots of life energy. And what happens is, instead of Naruto just using the chakra cloak that he has, the Ninetales power instantly envelops around Naruto. Drawing all the Ninetales cloak, everything like that up. And then what happens is Yamato is about to summon the chakra, summon his wood to go suppress the chakra. But what happens is he starts to see Naruto move, and as Naruto moves, Naruto stands up, and the Ninetales chakra cloak instantly envelops his body, and he goes into the chakra cloak part 1, the one where he just has the original one. And then from there, the Ninetales tells Naruto, "Are you ready to begin your training then, Naruto, for this power? Won't be easy." And who we're going up against is a Renegon user, of course. Naruto smiles and goes, "Okay, Ninetales, whatever you say." And then what happens is the Ninetales puts his hands together with Naruto, and he instantly turns into the KCM2 cloak Naruto. And as that happens, Naruto asks the Ninetales, over these next 3 days, I'm gonna try to see if I can utilize this power and the power of my Sage Mode together. And the Naruto goes, "You have my power and you want to add more?" And Naruto goes, "It's not about me adding more or taking power away, Ninetales. This is my power adding with yours." And then Ninetales goes, "Oh, okay, I get this." And then what happens, as Naruto is training, something happens to him, okay? He realizes that the spirit of Minato has not left him yet. He's still in his mind talking to him. But what happens also is, when Naruto goes to talk to his father, he sees a red-haired lady right next to his father. And what happens is, as Naruto walks over in his mind, and the Ninetales is behind Naruto, but in a good way. Now he's the perfect Jinchuriki. Naruto walks up, and as he walks up, he sees this woman, and as they make eye contact with each other, Naruto begins to cry. His body starts to tremble, and Kushina looks at Naruto, instantly runs up to him and gives him the biggest hug imaginable. Naruto is still shaking, crying like he can't believe it. He was happy to see his father, but Kushina was on a different level of happy for him, because Naruto's always had his father's spirit with him, as him, you know. And this attachment he has with his mother is just incredible. He cries, meets them, and gets to meet his parents properly. And Minato goes, he stuck around, the Minato part in Naruto said he stuck around this long so he could see this moment. And what happens is Kushina is happy and pretty much punches Minato in the head and tells him, "You're an idiot. for what you did, but at the same time, I'm proud of you for doing this. And looks right at Naruto, and they explain everything that a masked man attacked the Hidden Leaf, and knowing that Kushina unlocks all of Naruto's full Uzumaki powers. The chakra trains everything, okay? She embeds it in Naruto and embeds fully the chakra she has of herself. And what happens is Naruto in the real world just standing there in his KCN2 cloak state. Everyone's just shocked to see this Naruto still in his subconscious. And then what happens is Kushina and Minato's spirit starts to fade, but Naruto is just so over the moon to know his mum was the red hot habanero and all that bullshit. And not only that, his dad fourth Hokage properly, and him and Ninetales are fused. And when Kushina looks at the Ninetales before she leaves, she points a big finger at him like, bro, you better watch my kid, bro. I'll fucking come back here and fucking haunt you. And the Ninetales understands how Kushina is. She's the only one truly to be strong enough to handle his power like that. So he understands the fear of her, and Naruto feels it too. And Minato was scratching the head like doing this number. Damn it. But what happens is they give Naruto a hug and they say their goodbyes. Naruto cries and sees them off. And as he does that, he wakes up in the real world with real tears coming down his eyes. And everyone's confused upon this. Naruto goes, "Hey guys." He smiles and he goes, "Well, me and the Ninetales have worked things out, and we are one." And what happens is everyone's baffled, and Sasuke is so shocked that Naruto is this much more now. Like, so much more. The gap has exponentially increased, okay? So what happens is, for the next couple of days until the Tenchi Bridge situation happens, Naruto is training with the Ninetales chakra, training with Sasuke and Sakura. They are continuously fighting Naruto because Naruto wants them to fight him and push him to his limit. And not only that, Naruto teaches them the secret of shadow cloning properly. So Sasuke trains with 3 shadow clones non-stop with Naruto, and Sakura trains with 1 shadow clone with Naruto. So they're battling Naruto hardcore. And not only that, Naruto is getting to the point where he's mastering Sage mode and the Ninetales chakra together properly. Okay. So yeah, but back to the Akatsuki, like they are on full-blown alert mode, Like when Nagato saw Naruto and the fact that Naruto was able to not only perceive and dodge his almighty push, but catch everyone in the process, save them all and bring them back there at the same time. And he knows that everyone has to step up their game, you know? So what happens is they do all step up their game. Every single one of them. The Kisame and them go after the Four Tails, which they get easy and take them back to the Akatsuki hideout. What's it called? Hida and Akatsuki gets the 2 Tails. Conan finds and locates the 3 Tails and easily subdues him by herself because she can make millions of paper bombs damaging him. And not only that, her peppers can seal the body if she puts millions of them on, and she does. She gets it by herself. Well, not only that, what's it called? Pain goes after the 5 Tails and the 6 Tails, easy as, and he captures them. Fu was already taken through the tuning exams of the 2.5 years time span, easy as, she was taken. And now all that's left is Killer Bee, Naruto, and the rest of Shikaku that's in Gaara. So, like, Pain is fucking moving, Toby's part of the Akatsuki now again and all that shit. And when they go to accumulate all their strength before taking, going after Killer Bee or Gaara, what happens is Nagato notices that 4 of the Akatsuki haven't returned. Kakuzu and Hidan, where they're going to actually get money and do bounties, and they're doing the fire temple situation. And not only that, and Itachi and Kisame actually walk into the Uchiha hideout. Okay, so what happens from there is what's it called? Itachi waits at the hideout and he sends a crow towards Naruto, Sasuke, and telling him to meet at the Uchiha hideout to get all the answers that you seek. And what happens is, before the crow gets there, all the Kage gets Jiraiya's message upon the Akatsuki and all the information that he has, and he would like to call a 5 Kage summit in the Hidden Leaf. And what happens is, at first the Raikage was going to refuse, but he understands the dire situation with the little brother, so the Raikage goes with Darui and his brother Killer Bee to the Hidden Leaf. Gaara goes to the Hidden Leaf with the Tamari and Konkoro. What happens is Anoki comes, of course, with his granddaughter or daughter, whatever, and fucking or his granddaughter and the other fella that stays with him. Mitsukage comes with Yagura and what's it called? Yagura. I think it's I forgot his name. But he becomes the next Mitsukage anyway. That fella with the sword and owl with the eye patch. And what happens is everyone comes to the Hidden Leaf, of course. Over a period of time, there's not before the Tenchi Bridge situation. Now, when it comes to the day before the Tenchi Bridge, Yamato's already practiced enough to be Sasori. But what happens is, as they're about to leave off, the real Sasori walks over, completely broken, his mind destroyed, knowing that the tag on his heart makes him super obedient to the Hidden Leaf. And this pisses off Sasori, and he knows he can't take it off because it will kill him, and so he's part of them. So what happens is, Sasori exclaims that he will take his own place as the puppet, the Hiroku puppet, and that he will be ready for the situation. But what happens is Yamato and the Kakashi goes, no thank you, we're fine, we've been practicing for a while, we're okay. But Jiraiya states that it's alright now, you can take him for now. So what happens is the team that leaves to confront Orochimaru and Kabuto is Team Kakashi, that is Naruto Uzumaki, the joining Naruto Uzumaki, the joining Sasuke, and the joining Sakura. Thanks to Kakashi's word upon these two and their abilities and skills, Kakashi recommended them to be joinings, and Jiraiya easily passes them thanks to the fact that it's not favoritism. These guys are joining level experience and strength. They're much more stronger and more powerful than the previous people that came before them at their age, so it was easy for them to do so, and they have the experience and the wits, So they easily became joinings. So the Team Kakashi has joining level a ninja in this team, and not only that, they have Yamato with them, and now Sasori. So what happens is, as they all come together, Naruto places a tag on what's his name, Sasori's body, and then Sasori places his hand on Naruto. All of them place their hand on Naruto. Naruto goes, okay, it's about a good 10 minutes walk from here to the bridge from where we teleport. So what we're gonna do is, and Kakashi goes, I understand, Naruto. They understand the plan, so they teleport there and they prepare themselves. And what happens is, when the Tenchi Bridge situation comes up, Kabuto comes out, but he's actually different. He's different than canon, way different. And not only that, there's no Orochimaru. Where could Orochimaru be? Who knows? What happens is, as Kabuto comes, he gives information to the real Sasori. And what happens is, like in canon, Kabuto cuts off Sasori's head, and what happens is the real puppet of Sasori jumps out and lands on the ground, and he stands right in front of him. And he goes, so you're the real Sasori, eh? And he goes, yes, but I didn't come alone. And everyone jumps out, just like in canon. Naruto does the reverse summoning, or the reverse round robin jutsu of using Sasori as the means to teleport to there. Easiest, and they all get the easiest right next to them. And this takes Kabuto by surprise. He jumps back instantly, removes his hood, and it shows that he's actually in this white snake sage mode. So for Orochimaru, a lot has happened for him since he didn't get Sasuke and all that stuff. What happened is Orochimaru put his best curse mark on Kabuto, and only that, he used a form of merging jutsu to merge Jugo's body with Kabuto's body, and then he sent Kabuto to do sage training. Kabuto easily passed, and then Orochimaru jumped into Kabuto's body after he easily passed. But thanks to the perfect white snake jutsu, Orochimaru does not need to change bodies no more. Kabuto's natural healing ability body and Jugo's sage chakra that's permanently merged with him is allowed Orochimaru to never need to transfer his body again. He's now in a perfect body. And it's Kabuto's white snake sage body. And as he jumps back, the snake on his stomach comes out and rolls around him. And he readies himself, rips his t-shirt off, and he goes, well, I was expecting the ambush, but not at this level, especially having the yellow flash, Naruto Uzumaki here, or the orange flash of Naruto, Kakashi of the Sharingan. And he looks at Sasuke's eyes and goes, so much potential I saw in you, Sasuke. And licks his lips and he goes, I could possibly still steal your body. Looking right at Sasuke, and Sasuke's like aggro as he stands up and goes, like you can. And what happens is, without them realizing that, Orochimaru does their genjutsu, which completely blinds everyone, and he rushes at everyone. And at his max speed, he makes a chakra blade and he hits. He goes right for Sasuke. and because the blind hits it, the genjutsu actually blinding light actually got them really fast without them reacting. Not even Naruto reacted because Orochimaru had it already prepared. He knew that he needed to react it first, and as he does, he Sakura's right in front of Sasuke, and he goes to swipe at Sakura, and he hits Sakura, and it badly hurts her to the point where it looks like she died, and he goes right at Sasuke to try to grab him. But what happens is Naruto just perceives him enough to blitz him and punch him right in the face, and as he blitzed him and punched him right in the face, Naruto instantly entered Sage Mode and sent Orochimaru flying. But what happened is Orochimaru easily recovered, but he was already thrown off the bridge, and he repaired on the other side. And then Sasuke, and as the blinding light disappeared, everyone like was shocked upon what had happened. And then out of the bush, Orochimaru slams the ground and goes, "No!" And hundreds of his curse soldiers come out with all the curse marks, rush them on the bridge, and they spring out into action, attacking the team. Yamato, Kakashi instantly go out on the offensive, and Naruto sees Sakura, and it shocks him to his core. But it's Sasuke that gets shocked the most. Naruto's angry and instantly enters KCM2 cloak mode, and he merges the Nine-Tails Tracker with his Sage Mode, and when Orochimaru sees this, he's taken aback and he's kind of stuttered. See Naruto at this powerful. If Naruto was able to blitz him in base and then in Sage Mode, something's got to give for the Orochimaru, and he sees this, and he's shocked. He doesn't know what to actually do. In the situation, he thought he would easily be able to match them, Sage Mode Naruto and all that shit, but nah, this is KCM2 Cloak Sage Mode Naruto. And not only that, Naruto is really angry at what Orochimaru just did. And Naruto states you're not leaving this time at all. Angry, starting to walk and stomp, pretty much does what Trunks does when he's angry, and the Goku Black arc where he goes that Rage Super Saiyan and starts to crush the ground. Naruto's doing the same, but in KCM2 Cloak Sage Mode, walking over to him really fucked off, But with Sasuke, he's crying, He's absolutely he didn't realize the emotion that would happen to him, seeing Sakura so badly injured to the point where she looks like she's dying or is dead, in his mind anyway. But what happened is what's his name? Orochimaru hit Sakura to the point where it stopped her chakra and blood flow, and Sasuke was shocking him with her lightning style jutsu to try to get her heart to start and everything like that, because he sees with the Sharingan that her heart's not starting. And for a moment, Sasuke's holding her and he's beginning to cry, and Sakura's dying in his arms in a sense. And what happens is Sasuke feels a burn in his eyes, absolute anger and burns in his eyes, and he opens his eyes, and his eyes instantly change to the Mangekyo Sharingan. And what happens is Sasuke gets up and he pulls a sword out, and instead of running towards Orochimaru like he would have, because he sees Naruto already there, he sees all the cursed soldiers, all the hundreds of cursed creatures fighting Yamato and Kakashi and Sasori. And so what happens is Sasuke, with his newly found Mangekyo and his just overall super powerful body and strength now, Sasuke instantly blitzes multiple. He moves faster than Kakashi and Yamato, even Sasori, and he destroys them. He just instantly wipes them out, destroys them. Sasori's using four of the cursed soldiers as puppets to attack as well. So he's quite literally useful. And not only that, Sasuke's starting to understand why he lost to this team so easily. Sasuke is just too much. Kakashi's doing well, sassing them up, and so is Yamato. But Sasuke, with all his anger and all his power, he's taking them out on all these fucking curse monsters, One by one, Sasuke's just chopping their heads off, cutting their bodies in half, shooting lightning dragons at them, everything like that. Sasuke's fucking boss now. His power just increased massively, ripping through all of them like nothing, Like fucking a lightsaber through butter, Not a hot knife through butter. That's a stupid reference. This is a lightsaber through butter, okay? Sasuke's not even relenting. He's fucking massacring all of them. And then what happens is Sasuke notices a woman with red hair standing behind the tree. Sasuke cuts the tree right in half, easy as, grabs the tree with his bare hands and chucks it away. That's how strong Sasuke just got over this upgrade. And Sasuke puts a knife to her throat. And as he does so, Yamato does a wood style, grabs her and completely clutches her. And then for some reasons, this water starts to appear and envelop Sasuke and tries to get him, but Sasuke instantly does a Chidori and shocks this person. But Sasuke upgrades his Chidori to a massive version to it and completely stuns Suigetsu falls to the ground in his like fucking fucked up state. Yamato grabs him too. Sasuke killed all the hundreds of Kurama creatures, and everyone gets onto the bridge and gets back to their position. Sasuke uses his ability to uses his puppetry to pile all the bodies together. And then what happens is Sasuke opens his hand, turns his hand to the fire of their flamethrowers and burns their bodies. And Yamato looks at them but realizes, yep, that's a good idea what he's doing. And Sasuke walks over and tells them that was an interesting battle. He smiles. And Yamato smiles back, seeing that Sasuke is not fighting against him. He had every opportunity to fight against him, but he didn't. And what happens with Naruto and Orochimaru? Orochimaru's scared. Never has he been more scared in his life than this moment right now. Having a fully powered Naruto standing right in front of him, and then Sasuke Uchiha with the Mangekyo Sharingan landing by Naruto's side too. And then what happens is Sasuke sees that Sakura is not dead, but is in absolute pain and slowly healing. So Sasuke uses his poison management to seal off some of the areas to keep her alive, like sort of acupuncture, you know. And tells Kakashi and them that they can't hold her for long, that they can't stay here for long. That if they want Sakura to live, they need to get her back to the fort, to Lady Tsunade now. And this is Sasuke saying this, okay? And what happens is, when Sasuke hears that Sakura's alive, he jumps back to where they are, and he happily grabs her, and he picks her up and says he's got her. And Sasuke tells Naruto, "We'll leave it for another day, Naruto. We can get him another day." Orochimaru's scared. Naruto's so angry, but he understands that Sakura's about to die, and tells Orochimaru, "This is not over." Naruto flying Raijin by all of them. He uses his Nine-Tails chakra hands to wrap around all of them, and he teleports them all back to the hospital. Not to the front gate, to the hospital. Orochimaru drops to the ground in absolute fear. This is the first time fear engulfed him, like how he engulfed Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura with that penance steel, evil chakra aggro he had. Same kind of concept, but in reverse. Orochimaru stopped shaking and reverse summoned himself back to his base, of course. Left all his dead people there. Karen and Suigetsu were taken by Naruto as well, on their team as well, and now they're being interrogated by Ibiki in the interrogation call. Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave this one off, guys. I hope you like this next part. I'm going to try and get the next part out tomorrow as well, and do the same thing, make a day gap between them, so you guys, yeah, I'll keep it coming, okay. But as usual, guys, this is Dr. Ko saying thank you. Please like and subscribe, and also this is Dr. Ko saying peace.